This week in school, we're going to learn one more really awesome building technique for sculpture using cardboard. Last week we learned that you can make a tab, and we've learned this before too, by folding your cardboard and making it have a little piece that hangs off, and you would put your glue right here. If you want this to stand up like this though, on your piece of cardboard, you're gonna need to do something a little bit more complicated. Okay, so say you want to get this piece to stand up just like this. It's gonna be hard for you to fold this whole edge. So what you can do is you can make a corner brace. A corner brace is just a little piece of something that goes in between one thing and another where they touch. So I have some scrap paper here that I'm going to rip into some little pieces, and I've got 3 pieces here. I'm gonna fold them in half to make them look like an L. Now I'm gonna separate them, put a little bit of glue on both sides, and then I'm gonna glue this down by putting 1/2 of the corner brace on the piece that I'm gluing on and 1/2 on the base. That's where we're gluing our stuff to. Now, one of these won't do the trick. It's gonna slump down right away. So we need to do a few of them to really get it to work well. So here's another one, a little bit of glue, put it on here, make it go in between the 2 pieces. And when it's really gonna work well is when you do one on the back too. So here's the 3rd one. You could even do 4 if you need it. Make your sculpture really strong. Okay, and now that guy or that piece is standing up really, really well. When it dries, it's gonna be super sturdy. So we're gonna have to let this dry all the way before we can do anything else with it. And you can even connect different pieces of your sculpture with this paper. It might make it much more strong than if you just glue them to each other. Not only do I want you to try the corner brace technique, but once your sculpture is complete, I also want you to make sure you give it a skin. And that means you're covering it up and disguising that it's made of recycled materials, cardboard or anything else. So right now, my sculpture looks pretty rough. You can't really tell what's going on in my imagination here, and it's pretty boring, just brown, white, green. So if I take a little paint or even some fabric, what else could you use? You can make your cardboard sculpture really awesome. So check this one out, made by Marlo in kindergarten. She painted it today and it looks fabulous. You can't even tell that this is made of cardboard. So definitely give your sculpture a skin, no matter what you build it out of. Now, when we start making even more complicated sculptures, you might make something that looks like this out of recycled materials. You can't even tell what this thing is. But once you paint it, you'll know exactly what was in the artist's imagination when you look at it. So definitely give your artwork a skin to make it look complete and not like it was made out of recycled materials.